All right. Giddy up.
Thanks, Maggie.
All right, I'd like to call the meeting to order. 5:31. Additions or delicious meeting.
Do you want any candy? Just left over. I don't know when Maggie got it.
Yeah, it's from
any candy.
It's from the town.
Okay, it's the town's candy. There's a bowl up here if you want.
Help yourself. Okay, I have nothing to for additions or deletions.
No,
okay.
none.
And look at Teresa is there. Hi, Teresa. Teresa? No. Okay. Approval of the minutes for March 11th. Is there? I'll make a motion to approve those minutes. Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Great, super. Okay. I'm slowing down for you.
You have an extra pen.
All in favor? Aye.
Aye.
No.
No. Yeah.
I got one.
Let's get a shirt. Howard's got one. I have my coat. Thank you.
Unless you prefer blue.
No.
Okay.
Bob, EMC.
Okay, let us move on to Bob Groff. Yeah.
Okay. I did email Maggie several points about the upcoming eclipse. I thought it'd be easier just to send those in rather than go through about 8 points, just to realize that there are some things in there. And I did post some eclipse info to the Front Porch Forum, as long as some storm info for this past storm we had went to Front Porch Forum just before it hit, which was kind of a bizarre weekend anyway. I touched bases with the ACRPC on the LHMP, no update as of yet. And the LEMP is just about to be submitted. I just need to have you verify that the appointments such as the constable and the dog warden all got okayed.
Next on the agenda.
Next on the agenda, sir.
Okay, that's it for me.
And you got the letter saying that our glasses meet the correct standards for looking at the sun.
I did not forward it to Bob, but I am the one that got the letter.
Yes, you did.
So yes.
Yes, she got the letter because there's a question from a citizen saying, are these glasses okay? They don't have the, I don't know,
manufactured
or the Nancy sticker or whatever it is on it, saying that it's okay to look at the sun. I don't know if it's ever okay to look at the sun, but you know, it's
shade a little bit.
it is that. So just to point that out.
All right.
Okay, let us go on to the appointments. Yes.
Yeah.
All right. I believe we probably have to go one by one through these.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, why don't you read the list of appointments?
Yes, it would be the Addison County Regional Planning Representative is James Dayton. He is agreed to accept it. The Addison County Solid Waste Representative is Mr. Sokol, Paul Sokol. Tom Preston has denied or does not want to be alternate. Town Advisor is continuing with Sandy Fogg. Town Fence Viewer is vacant. Tree Warden is Diana Raphael. EMC, Bob Groff. Thank you again, Mr. Groff. He's appointed already. And Civil Defense is our Select Board. The Town 911 Coordinator is again Mr. Sokol. Green Update Chair and Co-Chair is Louise Giovanelli and Paula Moore. And our Town Health Officer is already there, Geoff Nelson. And our Tech Advisor, that would be Howard Hall, me, Transportation Advisory Committee Delegate. The Town Fire Warden, 5-year term, Matt Farley is still there. And that is where we sit. So, is there a motion to accept those appointment office
I'll make a motion to accept all the appointments.
I will second that. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Great. Congratulations, everybody. Thank you for stepping up and helping the town out. It's essential.
Sorry, Howard, did I miss the constable? Town constable?
Oh.
I think it's on there. Yeah. Good call. Oh, she's an elected officer, that's my fault.
She's an elected officer.
But
She,
let's do it because she wasn't elected, she needs to be appointed.
I think we appointed her at last meeting
We're gonna appoint her again.
Because she hadn't.
What's your name?
oh, right. Yes. I was thinking of the dog warden.
Yeah,
Okay.
He was elected.
Yes.
Officially elected.
Yes,
Reese.
yes, right.
Okay, good.
So make a motion.
I'd like the motion to reappoint our constable for the town of Pan.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye. Yes, I didn't have a name.
Sorry
That's
about
fine.
that.
That's okay.
Thank you very much. I'll be submitting the LEMP shortly.
Thanks, Bob.
Yep.
A lot of moving parts here.
Too many at times.
Yes. All right, now we are moving on to the Addison Schools election coming up.
Yep, tomorrow morning, polls will be open 7 AM to 7 PM. I will be here at the start and the end and probably most of all the rest of the day. I did recruit, volunteer election workers, one for each 2 hours between 7 to 9, 9 to 11, 11 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 5, and 5 to 7. So that way we have 2 to 3 election workers at any given time as opposed to just one person in the office. And Diana Raphael, I think, yeah, and Paula are coming at 7 to take the ballots over and help count. That's all I have to say about that.
Okay, and we have like 2 little booths set up.
Upstairs or we're gonna be downstairs?
And voting's downstairs.
Okay, good.
Yeah, one. And it's paper ballots again.
Just go into the box and we're done with that.
Okay,
No
good.
creamers and donuts.
No.
Yeah,
Just
I don't
checking.
feel like.
I'll be
running
here,
down
though.
New Haven to get them. So-
Teresa's not going down there. Sounds
No,
like.
she's not feeling it.
Okay, good. All right, we are here now for public comment. Are you guys here for public comment? Sure, why don't you come to the table here so we can put you on video camera, because that's how we have to record all our meetings.
And also the microphone over here is
Yep.
much easier to
Yep,
hear.
because Dave Hazel from the people from Solar is there, and I'm sure he'd probably love to hear some of your comments.
And then I'm kicking myself because I know exactly who you are, but I don't have your name anywhere near my brain. Hang on. Give me one little hint. Kevin. What's that? Kevin. Okay. Nice to see you. Hi, Charles. Thank you.
Zach.
Yep.
All right.
Hi.
Hi, well, we're here about the proposed 300 acres solar farm on Slime Road and West Road. And, well, we came last week too.
Right.
Sorry about that. For more information on it, and really hate to see it go in.
Okay.
It's too big. It really spoils the view from 22A.
Where do you live exactly?
Right on 22A.
Right on 22A?
This is the view from some of our property,
Okay.
and you can see the Wurstervelt's solar farm on the hill.
Yeah, that was one that we had no control over at all because it was under 5 acres.
Yeah.
Just like the other one he has on Panton Road, right kind of across from the campground. Yeah, that's, it was very, there's been some discussion about how close it is to the property line to those people's houses. And, yeah.
So what is the proposal? Because I haven't seen is it where the field's gonna go? What's the proposal? I think it's part of that view there as well.
As far as here, it would be all along the back here
Mhm.
and up on those fields over there. It wouldn't be in here.
Not, okay, just, yeah.
It'd be in
Yeah.
the background.
Come
In the
right up
background.
to Cindy's house is on here. Come
Cindy
right up
Cook's.
to her property line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so you probably know, I haven't seen.
Right. Yeah,
Plus it would be on both sides of West Road and Slang Road.
and this tree line over here that I'm pointing to that's West Road?
No.
That's,
West Road is on the opposite side.
no, I meant East, going, is that East Road
No,
No, West Road is over here.
over here?
You can see the dust, somebody
Yeah.
came up it.
Oh, okay, all right.
and if you wonder why I'm a little upset, is like
Yeah.
the telephone company. I bet none of you know this, but West Road didn't always come out onto 22A where it is now.
Mhm.
The road was moved. And in that section between West Road and just north of it is property that we own. It's not a very big slice of it. But the telephone company went right in and built their little buildings and stuff like that and never really said anything about it. When I went over and asked them about it, they said, oh, well, we have the right of way. They said, well, you do realize you're digging right by a well right there. Oh, that's what that is?
Yeah, well, unfortunately, that 22A has a right of way of, it's huge. So they can make it a 4-lane road. So it is a huge right of way. We would like to put,
No, they can't.
Are you guys right south of
We're
West?
We're
Road
on both
22?
sides of 22A, and to put the current road in, they had to buy property from us to do it.
You're north and south of, or is that?
Where West
Stay
Road,
west of,
West Road comes out on 22A, we're just south of it.
that's okay, that's like.
you're just south of that,
Yeah.
okay.
that corner.
But at that point,
right. See, what the deal is, because we wanted to put a sign to welcome people into Canton, and we wanted to put it close to the, kind of the road so you could see it. And they go, you can't do that. It's in the state's right of way. You have to put it out of the state's right of way on somebody's property. And we're going like,
I believe it's 75 feet from the center line.
yeah, I'm not sure exactly what it is,
Yeah.
but it's, you know, and so it was like, so we couldn't put a sign up, and we weren't gonna put one way in the ditch, you know, way up in someone's property to like
Yeah,
say that you're in Canton, you know, because no one would see it, so. That's why I kind of assumed that, that's where the
but I
property
mean,
was
it
going to stay.
would really spoil the view from 22A, not just us, but I mean, anybody that's living on 22A.
Okay,
Yes, it is. That's,
that's the section he's talking about.
yeah,
Right there.
that's the view back, but
Yeah,
they,
and
the
this is,
sides of
this
the,
is the area, right? I hear you and I understand what your position, you know, and again, we are very, this is all kind of in the early way kind of conversation,
No, we
so.
just want to make sure to get our 2 cents in before it's like, oh, well, you
Yeah.
should have come to the earlier meeting.
I-
So we
No.
recognized as,
I get that, you know, and then people say, well, I didn't know, and it's like, I don't know what to tell you, I can't, you know, so thank you for coming, and I understand what you're saying, and again, we're not saying yes, we're not saying no, we don't know, we have to gather enough information for us to understand where it goes and what it happens, and how it affects everybody in the town, and so that's what really our
and,
position
we
is.
have questions too, okay, like, okay, do you get cash money from this solar farm down here, or is it like credits on your electric bill, or?
So
We can't answer that.
I have been looking into that because I pay attention to the overall grand list every year, right, like the value. And one of the things I noted between 22 and 23 was that some of the utilities, like the grand list didn't go up as much as I thought it should. And the only thing that really changes property values, if there's not a reassessment, is new construction, whether it's a garage or, you know, that kind of thing, or the utilities change. And a lot of utilities actually went down somewhat. And I was like, but, you know, like, we want that money. And so they are subject to depreciation, and the utilities create their own inventory that they submit to the state property and valuation, PVR, I'm not sure what the R is for, property valuation and, but I spoke to the district advisor just today, and she says that solar developments are different. And currently, they fill out a form that details all their inventory. That form gets plugged in to a formula, like all the information they supply gets plugged into something at PVR, and they come up with a value for that property. What she told me, and I was particularly interested in, is that is static for 25 years. So if they decide tomorrow that that if that solar development goes in, which is a big if, and was worth $6 million tomorrow, it's gonna be worth $6 million for the next 25 years. And that, the town then taxes them at the rate based on that 6 million, versus next year them saying, well, it depreciated, it's only worth 5 million. Right, because in 10 years' time, you could be only getting X, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I was concerned about the reduced
But it
revenue
also-
over time.
But it also would cut both ways, because usually your value of your house or anything goes up, 2%, 3% in value if it's stagnant. And this is worth $5 today, I pay for it. In 30 years or 20 years, I paid $5 for this. It might be, in today's money, be worth a nickel. So
Well,
that's,
and
That-
it
that's
is
a
a
possibility.
significant source of tax revenue to the town, or could be. And I don't have figures on, say, the microgrid over there specifically yet, but I started compiling them because there's a point where they separate the battery storage from the actual solar array. And so when I started looking at the history, I have to go back to prior year grand lists and see what the value was and what it holds to. And I'm literally right now just looking at the solar. So I can give you more
Do
information
you
on
put
it.
taxes on that property?
Mhm.
yes.
Yes, we.
Uh-huh.
And,
Oh, absolutely.
and $18,000 is what it looked like. I mean, you might be able to pull this
Well,
spreadsheet.
give them just around or on or about, Maggie.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's what I can tell you right now, is that, there was 18 for the array and almost 9 for the batteries. So that's, I can't do now, $27,000.
Yeah.
So, and that's relatively small.
Well, then, the other thing is that a lot of that land is enrolled in land use. So
Currently.
what does
Current,
that,
yeah.
how does that translate? And not only for the town, but for the property owner too. I mean, usually when you come out of current use, you have to pay a penalty.
My guess is that the solar development company will absorb those costs for the property owner, but that's just a guess.
Yeah, I have no idea.
Right.
That land is leased to Green Mountain Power. And
So, yeah, this land over
Yeah,
here,
there.
that's a whole different.
Yeah,
For example.
so
This
it's,
one here is supposedly gonna be financed through a private company. It's
Right.
not even in Vermont. Built by somebody who's not in Vermont. And the benefits of that go to people in Rhode Island. But you take 300 acres of farmland, they don't make any more farmland anymore.
that's true,
And also you got wildlife corridors down there too,
right?
especially if they're fencing it.
Yeah, there's a lot of things that are going on with it, I will tell you that. Yes, and and we're just looking at it and, that's best I can say. Well, we're not going like, yes, we like it, yes, we hate it. We have to have enough information. I do anyway. I can't speak for
No,
Seth or
there's more.
Teresa.
Just to start
Yeah.
for me, so it's good. I'm glad you didn't know.
So after this meeting, we should go to the next planning commission meeting or next? select board meeting or both, or?
I would probably go to the planning commission, you know, the DRB, Development Review Board. They will meet, I believe, next month too.
April 11th.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what their agenda is. It's typically posted by the Friday before the meeting, so April 11th is the next meeting. It gets posted on the bulletin board outside, the bulletin board at the garage, the bulletin board at Hopkins Road, and also on the town website. So, and the website's probably the easiest place to get to, but if you want to go to Hopkins Road, I'd be very excited because every time I trek out there to post one, I'm like, nobody reads this.
I look at it once in a while.
Yay, well, thank you, Mr. Kenneth, that makes me happy.
Actually, I built that, so I appreciate it. So you do at least look at it, because those all.
Yeah. And we'll post, if we make any kind of, or it's in discussion, we post it on our agenda as well, so you kind of see, so you don't waste your time coming in. If it's not on our agenda, but you're welcome when any public comments
Right,
come by.
if
yeah.
you need information.
Yeah.
Answer the phone and let you know what's what, but you know, what we know now.
Yeah, we're not gonna sweep anything through without aware of what happens.
You know, we're trying to be as open as possible on all this stuff, you know, and, you know, I know this stuff affects everybody, you know, and it's just like some more than others, and it's just like, we're sensitive to that, we are. And, so, go ahead, sir.
When we were here last week, we gave a statement to Teresa on what we thought about it.
Yeah,
Because Jack was here, and Cindy and Kevin were here as well.
yeah,
Okay.
okay,
And I think Teresa will circulate that stuff back to us, she's been really ill. Apparently, so.
She's on there, but
she's on there, but she's sick,
Yeah,
still.
but yeah, I mean, we'll all keep all of that stuff together, and yeah, you won't be blindsided by anything that we'll talk about before making decisions, so.
Okay.
All right, any more public comment from anyone?
Nope.
I have all the notes.
Yeah.
Teresa
I'll
has
bring
all of
them
them, she'll bring them
next
next
time.
time.
Yep, okay,
Thanks, Teresa.
Yeah,
super.
and depending on today, I mean, we'll see if it's on the agenda for next meeting in 2 weeks, and have you come in with the notes and whatever we.
Likewise,
Good,
the select board agenda gets posted the Friday before the meeting. Typically, at the latest by statute, I have till Saturday at 5:30 p.m. to post it, but I typically post it Friday. It's a 48-hour state statute in terms of warning public meetings.
Okay, let us.
Yeah, it's a
move
great
on.
view, I like that. I like the photo. Don't get over that way enough, and I'm more on Pease Road up here. I look at Snake Man.
Let's
Thank you.
move on.
Sorry, I have to move on, so thank you. Talk to you later.
Hi, Bob.
Thanks,
See ya. Let us move on to communications, if we would, please.
Do you have anything?
Oh, I have lots, but you can
Okay, well, so
start.
I'll do- we received a notice from the state of Vermont Department of Environmental Conservation, Waste Management and Prevention that the Agency of Natural Resources has submitted a draft of proposed revisions to the Vermont above ground storage tank rules. And it's public comment time, so if anyone wants to comment, they have until April 24th to do so. And there's a scheduled public hearing on April 16th at 6 p.m. at the Dillwood. So that's.
Okay,
There's a summary here. I can pass it out. I can email it.
okay. You can hang on to that. We'll look at it in a meeting.
I think that's all I have.
And we have to vote on,
Yeah, I
Legal
thought you were gonna
services.
discuss that in executive session.
okay,
And
yes.
I mean, it's completely.
On
And it's,
the attorney, right, okay,
as you might have seen on the agenda, the select board is going to review a proposal for legal counsel with respect to the solar fee.
yes. Okay, move on to the other parts of communications. we are meeting Wednesday at 3:30, maybe 4 o'clock, to have a meeting with Jim Gish, Chris Bear, Mary Rudd, and myself to discuss about the town borders. They seem, strangely enough, found funding to do a survey. Strange how that works. To actually determine where the actual town borders are with the city of Virgins.
They're gonna do that?
Yes.
Okay.
I think we are going to agree upon it, and
Good.
I've had communications with Chris, and his belief is like, I didn't cause this problem, I didn't move these things, and we shouldn't just have like rocks saying, I think it's there. He goes, I want to know exactly where things are, so we could do the correct for all citizens, so they know what town they're in.
Yeah.
And
Okay, good.
so that should help a lot. We're having upcoming, we had a good meeting last week with our friends of Ferrisburg, Virgins, Waltham, and us, and to talk about the ambulance situation and get to a point where we have an agreement on that. We have some model contract language that we're going to share with our friends at Virgins Area Rescue Squad, so they can continue good service to our fine citizens. And that meeting will also entail all 5 towns, and what the projection is that all 5 towns agree on this contract, and this contract will be represented as a single entity instead of 5 individual contracts. And we will be charged by I think we're talking CLA, no, not CLA, the population wise on what per capita of the people there.
So we're proposing this to them, are they aware we're proposing on?
We've basically, we're basically having a meeting with them. They haven't really completely been in our meetings. We wanted to have all 5 towns march in the same direction.
Yeah.
And I believe we have accomplished that.
So you last week had a meeting, and you don't yet have one scheduled with bars?
We will probably be on, I think, April 18th, I believe, is a Thursday. And so hopefully they can attend, but we have some model language we're going to use, and everybody's participating well on it, so we could get this organized. And
so I'm sorry, one more time. The 18th is a bars meeting?
yes.
So you're asking to be on their agenda?
Yeah, it's going to be in Virgins. It's not.
Okay, who's calling the meeting?
I believe Chris will be.
Okay, then maybe, okay.
Yeah, it's not us.
Okay, that's fine.
We're just showing.
Not
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
Well, I just was curious if you all had asked VARs to put you on their agenda, the 5 towns, or.
No, they're coming to us.
Okay, great.
So we can explain what's going on. And what else do we have here? That's it. And we're going to try to meet with the road foreman and the road crew and Maggie and myself on Wednesday, talk about our little things that we're going to get done, try to get done for the summer, and the town garage.
After 3:30, this Wednesday,
No,
the same meeting? We're just gonna come here?
yeah, we're meeting here for lunch at
12:30.
12:30. Then I have a meeting here at 3:30.
Okay, I'll be in Boston.
Okay, good.
Probably better for
Yeah, have some little Easters there. Nice. So, and then we're gonna figure out what we're doing with the town garage, the salt shed and everything like that,
the old.
the old one. So that's our little busy week.
Okay.
Okay, ready to move on to approval, review of accounts payables, warrants, timesheets, and everything else.
Yes, so you've got a bunch in here. There's the current one. this you need, so sorry. This is the current account payable. This is the one that we signed because people weren't physically here. And then you got 2 payroll warrants. And then this, Howard, needs your signature at the bottom. It's the appointment of Paul Silver to the county Solid Waste Management District. He's our representative.
Yeah. He's been doing that for a while. He
Yes.
really likes
He's
that.
a good man.
There you go. Yes,
I just, you two are under no obligation to stay. If you're, said your piece, the next thing will be the executive session. When they come out of executive session, I mean, you could come back in if you were so inclined, but any decisions that are made will be in the minutes. And the minutes will be posted by, I have to post them by Saturday, so. Thank you.
thanks, guys, appreciate it. Take care of yourselves.
Love Rick's timesheet, it's always very authentic, like oil or coffee, there's always like something on there,
Yeah, like this one here.
like game used, yeah.
He keeps it flavored. So like, I think it's just one, everything is flavored.
Grandma bar.
How was the knee? Maggie?
It's better than being.
Yeah.
That's the physical therapy. I'm actually doing the exercises suggested.
Yeah, good, that's a good thing.
Great.
You're not using your PTO time to do your physical therapy. Okay.
Oh, well, sure, if I'm not here during work hours.
Yeah, well, you should like schedule it during work hours if you can.
I can't not do it during work hours, but we'll talk about that in the future.
You own quite a bit of land for Kennett's?
It's a good question. I don't know. I can probably find out though.
No problem.
We have things.
We have the files.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah, I mean, I can certainly, it's further to go in with personal view of what's coming.
That's,
All right, so,
and I signed that.
okay. Did you, oh, you know, okay.
Oh, yeah. Hold on.
So.
See y'all 3:30 Wednesday at the Patton Town office.
tough.
200 acres,
Oh, wow,
201.
Okay.
percent.
that's awesome.
So wait a sec, sorry to. So remember how we talked about giving the amounts and all that when we did this? So that's what I'm doing right now when we approve the warrants. You may not have been at that meeting, but just to be really clear about which warrants are being approved.
Not off yet, can't cross that off
I
yet.
can't.
That was the water meeting. I wasn't around, Mega was around.
Oh.
Their mom and dad.
It was good. Everybody was there at the water meeting,
Except us.
and, yeah. It's unbelievable,
Wait, how are we roped into this?
because you're on our line.
Okay,
Private line.
I don't know. I don't know these things.
I'm gonna work on being you in my next list. I mean, like, you just have such a great, and it's okay. Okay, so I would entertain a motion, please, from one or the other, both of you. AP warrant 24017 in the amount of 30,726.34. AP warrant 24018 in the amount of $19,945.66. Payroll warrant 24018 in the amount of 8336.86, so $8,336.86. And payroll warrant 24019 in the amount of $7,934.08.
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve all this.
Thank you.
I'll second it.
Didn't know if you want me to repeat all the numbers.
Yeah, I saw this thing. You wrote them down. Look at you, you're efficient.
Trying to
All
be
in
Charlie.
favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Anything else?
I think so.
David, see you later. Thank you for coming to our meeting.
My
have any-
pleasure.
Do you have anything for us?
No, not at the moment. We are putting together that complete response for the questions we had from the last meeting with the planning commission. So look forward to passing that along, and we'll continue with our communications.
Great, and I hope you heard the concerns of our fine citizens.
Yep.
Great.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's why I'm here, so I can take an account for all the concerns and we can address them accordingly.
Sounds great, Dave. Thank you for showing up. I appreciate it. It's noted. All right.
Okay.
Thanks, Dave.
Thank you. I'd like to
Thank
make a motion to move into executive session to
I'll
talk about
second
personnel
that.
matters and also legal.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. We are now in executive session.
Who's Dave? Is it this?